Hey everybody, today I want to do my list of ranking all 10 movies based off Disney rides. These are movies that Disney used theme park rides or attractions or lands for one of them that they turned into movies later on in life. And this is because of one movie, The Jungle Cruise, that's currently out right now. Where did it rank among this list? There's actually 11 movies, but Twilight Tower of Terror, number one, is not on Disney Plus, and it was a TV movie, so it would probably not be fair to compare it to the rest of these, anyways, although some of them aren't really that great to begin with. Starting with the first one on our list, number 10, Country Bears. That's right. Disney made a movie based off the Country Bears Jamboree, I believe it's called. I never seen that attraction before. Some people talk very fondly of it. It doesn't exist in Disneyland anymore, but in Florida, I believe it still exists. And if the movie is any indication, this movie, this is an attraction that should have just stayed an attraction and not turned into a movie, because it was pretty bad. That I barely remember even what happened, and I know I saw it like 2 weeks ago, and it's a movie that I don't care for revisiting. So there you go. Haley Joel Osment does a voice in it, so that's something. Moving on to number 9, I have Mission to Mars. This is actually if you don't count the Tower of Terror TV movie, Mission to Mars is the first theatrical film that was based off a Disney ride. This one is in Epcot Mission Space, but the movie was called Mission to Mars. In the beginning, I thought, okay, this seems like it could be an okay movie, and then quickly my attention was starting to go away from it deeper as we got deeper into the film. So it's an okay movie, I guess. Take that for what it's worth. Number 8, I have The Haunted Mansion. This movie is with Eddie Murphy. I remember seeing this movie in the theater, and I've seen it a few times since then, and I'll admit it's not that great. A lot of the humor falls flat. The story is average at best, I guess. There's some nice allusions to, references to the ride, but for the most part, I think I'm looking more forward to the reboot that they are currently casting right now. So hopefully the remake can learn from the 2003 version. I thought Eddie Murphy was fun, but yeah, for the most part, the movie is a little forgettable, so I'll leave it at that. Number 7, I have Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. This was the 4th Pirates of the Caribbean film. Look, it's more memorable than the 3 movies that I just mentioned, but it is the weakest of the Pirates franchise, so I'll leave it at that. Moving on to number 6, I have Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. This was the 5th movie, and although it was better than the 4th film, it still doesn't hold up to a couple of other films that are not that I haven't mentioned yet, but I will. So moving on to number 5, I have Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is actually based off a land at Disney World and Disneyland. If you go there, there's like Frontierland, there's Adventureland, there's Fantasyland, and then Tomorrowland. That's the land that's more futuristic looking, not, I gotta say, the movie stars George Clooney, and Hugh Laurie is in it as well. From House. I gotta say, I think this movie is actually pretty decent. It's directed by Brad Bird, who directed The Incredibles 1 and 2 and Ratatouille, as well as The Iron Giant. And he directed his first live action film before Tomorrowland was actually Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, which some could say is the best Mission Impossible movie. So Brad Bird directing this movie, I remember at the time I was pretty excited about it, because I thought he was already an established, really good director. And yeah, even though I don't think this is the best movie he directed, I do like the originality that he took with it and the fun Easter eggs and stuff like that for the movie. I thought the story and the message of the movie was pretty good too. So, yeah, there you go. At number 4, I have the most recent movie, The Jungle Cruise, starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. I just did a review for this movie, and if you know, I thought it was fun. Tomorrowland and Jungle Cruise are pretty similar, where they do feel a little longer than they need to be. But Jungle Cruise I thought was even more fun than Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland was a good movie too, but I thought Jungle Cruise wins points for more fun. So that's why Jungle Cruise is at number 4. Number 3, here we go. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. A lot of people are probably going to have this one as their number 1 favorite because I know people love the first Pirates movie. Well, guess what? I'm a weirdo. I put at number 3. So which ones are at number 1 and 2? At number 2, I have Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. This is the 3rd Pirates movie to conclude the trilogy. There was a time I would have put this one on top, but I do see a lot more of the weaknesses, specifically in the beginning of the film, because you have to wait for Jack Sparrow to return. And even when he does return, there is some weirdness going on in the beginning of the movie until you actually get to the meat of the story. With that being said, at number 1 is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. I think a lot of the new characters it introduced in this movie, such as Davy Jones, was a great new addition to the franchise, and I did feel the story was a lot bigger, and I love seeing Jack's evolution at becoming a hero that he finally becomes at the end of the 3rd film. But I think the 2nd film is pretty important with the twists and turns and, you know, taking us on this new journey that continues from the 1st film. And that's why I do consider Pirates of the Caribbean to be one of the greatest trilogies. I do think that trilogy is a pretty strong trilogy, and I think the 2nd one, just like Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, those two are like my favorite in those 2 respective trilogies, where I know for Lord of the Rings people will either pick the 1st one or the 3rd one. And for me, it was Two Towers because I love the adventure with Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. This one, I love the adventure where it takes it after coming from the 1st film and then going into the 2nd film. I love how Barbossa just shows up at the end, even though they do set it up during the movie earlier on. And when he shows up, it's like, wait, what? What's going on here? So I remember seeing this movie in the theaters and really loving it, and I thought they did a really good job. So that's why the 2nd movie is my number 1 favorite movie that's based off a Disney ride. With that being said, I want to plug in my Patreon supporters, guys. These are the people that have supported this channel. I want to thank them very much for supporting. If you want to be a Patreon supporter as well, you can go to patreon.com/David Jordao, where you can sign up to a $5 monthly fee or a $10 monthly fee, where your contributions will help grow this channel. And I want to grow the channel, but only if you can. Don't do it if you can't do it. I get it. We're all struggling right now, but I want to grow this channel, and I want to get bigger and better at what I do. But I can only get a little bit of help, you know. I would love to get these videos earlier in the day. Today, I'm able to do 2 videos today because it's a holiday, and instead of relaxing, I'm taking the time to do some videos because I like doing videos. And if I could do more throughout the day or, you know, get them up earlier, I would. But unfortunately, I have another job that pays the bills. And until I can get this channel bigger and better, and to help me pay the bills, unfortunately, these videos will have to come at later times during the evening. But hey, maybe once in a while, like today, you can have it up now. So anyways, the point is, if you can help, yeah, there you go. Patreon page is right there. And thank you once again to my Patreon supporters. You people are awesome. Thank you very much. With that being said, I hope you guys can like this video and subscribe to my channel, because that also helps supporting this channel, of course, as well as sharing a link and watching the videos, you know. So if you can send a link out and let other people know, that helps bring other people to the channel. And maybe people want to share their lists too. I love seeing other people's lists. That's always cool. So with that being said, guys, until next time, I think I'm ending it here, or else I'm going to ramble on. Until next time, take care.